The concept of the American dream is one that emphasizes prosperity, success, and the pursuit of happiness. This week, we check out some compelling stories from your city. And visit a few outdoor locations in Las Vegas, North Bay, Santa Barbara, and St. Louis. These make some pretty interesting date ideas that stray from the usual weekend wine and dine. Welcome to the American dream.
We do it in the spirit of going against the grain of the negative media, giving inspiring information, and having people walk away from our show with something of value.
You're seeing a disruption in both the real estate and the mortgage space.
A lot of people are just not willing to put in the work.
What video does is that it demands an emotional response.
You know what I love about this show? It's totally unscripted.
Our first story is brought to you by a professional in your city. Let's hear what they have to share this week.
Hey, it's a perfect day here on the American Dream, and we're looking forward to sharing with you more about
Pebble Beach.
Yeah, Pebble Beach. We both grew up here, and now it's a great place. So there's about 5,000 residents, 3,000 homes. We're going to take a look at just 3 different zones.
Yeah, I mean, we have 7 golf courses, country clubs. You've got it all here. 2 resorts. It's a pretty amazing place, and one of the most iconic items is right behind us. That's the Lone Cypress. And if you scan, you'll see there are so many tourists today just taking pictures of this.
It is always breathtaking.
Yeah.
So we look forward to showing you more around the forest here, Del Monte Forest.
And then we will take you over to one of our gorgeous listings over on the Monterey Peninsula Country Club golf course. It's a stunning new construction that has pretty much everything you dream of.
Let's go give it a look. So when Pebble Beach was first founded, I mean, the new resort and hotel was founded in 1919, and really it was all hinged around this beautiful golf course, Pebble Beach Golf Course, which has been around for 100 years. And this setting here at Stillwater Cove on the bluffs, these are really where you see the large estates throughout Pebble Beach. How much is like a cliffside home or oceanfront home around here, Dana?
I'll tell you, I mean, you're looking to spend close to 35 million easily.
Yeah, we got homes 35 million
and up,
along the course.
Actually.
You know, it's really limited real estate, very desirable.
And hardly ever changes hands. They're with families that are passed down as to their heirs, and it's just one of those very special, exclusive frontage that, you know, all the world would love to have.
So Pebble Beach really extends from here on the northern side at a Silmar Spanish Bay Resort. It's one of the 7 golf courses again. And just a great walkway here all along the bluffs, along the coast, where you can see the beach and expansive coast all the way out to Point Joe, where we just came from. Yeah, I mean, Pebble Beach is so known for the homes and the landscape, but there's so many trails and wildlife. I mean, you can get outdoors in so many places.
I know, it's really extensive, and people don't realize it. I mean, it's one of the best areas to hike on the peninsula.
Yeah, there's tons of trail systems set up by the Del Monte property owners and Del Monte Pebble Beach Company.
Yeah, and you'll actually share the trail with some horses, because people do ride their horses on these trails. It's really a really fun experience.
Well, that was cool, showing you different parts of Pebble Beach and the different neighborhoods where there are to live.
So, we want to show you what it's like to actually live in Pebble Beach and right on the golf course. We've got a stunning new construction. It was built in 2009, has ceilings that go up to 17 feet and even 27 in the entry rotunda.
Let's go on and give it a look. Hey, that was a fun day.
It really was, exploring Pebble Beach, seeing all the highlights and sights and golf courses
And we can't wait to see you again next time.
on the American Dream.
Our national story this week takes us to some fun outdoor locales. But first, we hear from one more professional from your neighborhood. Let's check it out.
I'm Ed Cilberti, licensed California real estate broker with Keller Williams Coastal Estates, and we are in Carmel, California at the Carmel Mission Inn with the legendary world-renowned Floyd Wickman. He's here to do one of his famous seminars with the Realtors, and then I have the honor and privilege for a one-on-one conversation as Floyd shares his story of living the American dream. Well, Floyd, thanks for the very inspirational and motivational and educational seminar that you put on for the Realtors this morning and afternoon.
My pleasure. Great group, and they made me feel very welcome, Ed. I was happy to do it.
Success, your success did not come without adversity. You were born and raised in Lower East Side of Detroit, a ninth grade dropout,
Yep.
bankruptcies,
Oh, yeah.
heart attacks,
Yep.
a near breakup marriage that now
In the
you're
early days,
celebrating
oh, yeah.
over, what, 55 years?
55
with
years,
your
yeah.
wife Linda and 3 children. So how did you overcome all the obstacles and outside forces?
I think it's just a matter of desire. You know, I wanted more. I wanted better. I wanted nicer. You know, it's just that, and I think just having the fortitude to make a change. It might just be, you know, a trait of mine I never thought about till I just got asked that question.
The speaking profession, you became a professional speaker. You had a call to greatness, a J. Douglas Edwards seminar. Could you share upon that?
Well, yeah, I was sitting in an audience. There were 2,300 people at Ford Auditorium in Detroit. And J. Douglas Edwards, one of the great sales trainers of the day, was on stage. And I'll never forget it. He looked out there, he said, "One of you has greatness in you." And looking around, I thought he was talking to me. I felt so connected at that point. So the next day I typed out my goal. I'm going to speak to 2,300 people and I gave myself 5 years.
You're a Hall of Fame speaker from the National Speakers Association.
Yeah, isn't
the
that
coveted
something?
award, the Council of Peers Award of Excellence.
Yeah.
And to translate, that's like receiving an Oscar for making a movie shared by legends such as Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, Zig Ziglar,
Yeah,
Og Mandino.
right.
How do you feel about that?
Well, when I sit in the room with some of those guys, it still amazes me, you know? I mean, there's people that have been out there a long time before I started, I don't know, it's a wonderful feeling. And sometimes I have to say, wait a minute, am I in the wrong room here? You know? But it's an honor. I mean, it goes to show you, just get out there with a passion, share what you know, do it often enough, somebody will recognize it. I didn't put my name in for Hall of Fame, you know what I'm saying? Somebody else did, and I don't even know who. Well, they have to vote on it with a number of them, but they only would do a maximum of 5 a year if they did that many, you know.
And what do you wish to have your legacy to be about?
That ordinary people can do extraordinary things if they just stay focused and do the right things.
I hope you learned something interesting about your city and enjoyed the local content. Up next, we head to Las Vegas to check out a 100-year-old orchard with Laura Harbison and Bill Gaylord.
Bill! Bill, I'm lost! I can't find you!
Where are you?
I give up. I can't find him.
Laura, I've been behind you the whole time.
Oh my gosh!
Bill Gaylord here with Laura Harbison, broker owner of Realty Executives Southern Nevada Properties. And Laura, where are we today?
Today we are at Gilcrease Orchards in Las Vegas. Absolutely amazing, amazing place, icon of Las Vegas. Been here 100 years. We need to go find Mark, who's the manager, to show us around.
And where's Mark?
He said follow the donut signs.
The donuts?
So let's go.
Let's go to the donuts.
Hey, Mark, thanks for having us today. Are you ready to show us around?
Let's do it.
Yeah, this place is crazy, huh?
Mark, this is a madhouse. There's people everywhere.
It is.
I can't wait to see it.
So, Mark, these are the Pink Lady apples.
That's correct. These are our latest apples of the season.
Okay, so you've had apples since around, what, May, you said?
No, apples in July, and then there's a break, and then we have them again in October.
Okay, so then the fall and the spring are your busy times. What happens in the spring?
So in the spring, we have open up in March, and we have asparagus, which is very delicious. And we have carrots, beets, and leafy greens, and other things like that.
So the kids can come and pick their own carrots and all too?
Right.
Okay, kind of like a little treasure hunt where they can see what size they can find.
Right.
You know, so I really miss that hayride. Is there any chance that we could do that today?
Sure.
All right, let's go do it. So Hannah, what is your favorite part about working at Gilcrease Orchard?
Definitely meeting all of the cool people that like to come out here, especially this year we got a lot of news coverage, so a lot more people have been coming out this year, and it makes it super busy, but I really love seeing all the people. The kids come in their costumes. It is the cutest thing. They think picking their own pumpkin is like the highlight of their year, so that's the most fun seeing, is just all the people out here. Just being around for fall time is my favorite time of the year. It's the vibe is just like so nice.
So
I
much
really
fun.
love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, you grew up here? Did you?
Yeah,
you,
born and raised.
And did you come out here as a kid?
Oh yeah, all the time. I got all my plums, my pluots, my nectarines from here. It was like my favorite fruits. I always came here. Haven't come in most recent years, which I probably should, because they have some of the best produce out here. Especially in the springtime, it's like all you could imagine. We've got it. Yeah, it's really the best.
Right, it was supposed to be the best farming land in the entire valley.
Yeah.
So the Gilcrease family purchased this land in 1920, is that correct?
Right. They came down from Reno, purchased this land, grew alfalfa because there was a spring on property, and so they had the water, they could do it. And since then, we've been growing fruit trees and lots of vegetables. So it's been very fun.
So this is a nonprofit foundation, just giving back to the community, basically. How many people a day come?
So it depends on the time of year, but we get school field trips Monday through Friday, and usually in the spring and the fall, we get about 300 a day that come through here.
Wow.
And so about 12,000 kids a year in organized school field trips, plus when they come with their families on the weekend.
Right. Yeah, this place is hot. It's Tuesday morning and this place is hopping.
Yeah, it's busy.
I can't believe it.
Busy place.
That's great. Well, let's, I think I'm gonna go find your pumpkin patch.
So Laura, I am exhausted.
Me too.
This place has everything. It's such a great day.
So much fun. I've loved coming here for the last 25 years that I've known about it. And my kids have loved it, and I've really enjoyed introducing you and all of our viewers
I'm coming back.
Gilcrease Orchards.
I hope you enjoyed our last segment and feel inspired to check out an orchard in your neighborhood. Next, let's head to Suisun Valley, California to check out a vineyard and winery with Scott Loney and Alicia Worley. I love touring wineries, and I have a feeling you do too. Let's check it out.
I'm Scott Loney.
And I'm Alicia Worley, and we're with Country Estates. Today we're in beautiful Suisun Valley at Wooden Valley Winery. Hi, Ron.
Hi, Alicia, how are you?
Hey, good. Ron, how's it going?
Welcome. Well, welcome to Wooden Valley. I'm going to take you guys around for a short tour today and learn a little bit about Wooden Valley Winery, Suisun Valley, and all kinds of fun stuff that happens out here. Let's go on over to the winery. Well, we just entered our fermenting cellar, and in this building is where we ferment all of our red wines. Those tanks back here will be all full of red wine. Some are full right now fermenting because we are in harvest. And then this piece of equipment behind me is our press, which is a newer piece of equipment that we've had for about 4 or 5 years. Right now we're in harvest, so it's a super busy time, but a great time to be visiting. So I always encourage people to come out and visit the winery. If they see my brother destemming some grapes down here, come on down and check it out. You said earlier you want to try something coming out of this press. Well, there'll be some juice coming out in a couple of days out of this press. Cool. Stop by and see that. So this is in the fermenting cellars where we turn grape juice into wine. This is our barrel room. We have approximately 250 barrels in this room, and we put all of our red wines in wood. Part of the reason you put wine in wood, red wine in particular, is not for oak flavor. It's actually to soften the tannins that are in the grape skins.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so some people think, oh, I want oak flavor, but it's actually making the wine softer because oak has a tannin. Grape skins have a tannin. Together, the oak softens the grape skin tannin.
They work together.
So that's it. They work together. Well, here brought you out to our demonstration vineyard that we have at the winery. Vineyards is where most of our business is. Of course, we have the winery, but we operate around 400 acres of grapes, about 300 that we own in the family. And so it's the biggest part of our business. And we are really farmers first. So even in the style of our wines, we want them to be fruit forward. We want to taste the grape. I better get back to work, you guys. It's harvest time.
I want to thank you so much, Ron, for taking the time to give us the tour.
Welcome. Yeah, as you know, I'm passionate about Suisun Valley. I think it's got a lot to offer.
We are too.
We need to let people know. So.
Absolutely. Thanks for helping us get the word out.
There you go. Thank you, and thanks for thinking of me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Okay, now we're going to take a stroll through the vineyards to our featured listing at 2417 Morrison Lane. Come on. Okay, now we're in the farmhouse. It's approximately 2,000 square feet. Has a big great room with the master bedroom off of the great room. Spiral staircase leading to the loft. And then over here, we have a brand new, fully remodeled kitchen with hickory cabinets, granite countertops, stainless steel appliances that lead off into the back 1.25 acres that are sitting on the creek. It's great, you gotta see it.
That's what really makes this location special.
Yeah, come and check it out. Yeah, isn't this awesome? You're on over an acre. You got the vineyard right here. Even though you're on over an acre, and you've got surrounded by vineyards that are on 10, 20 acres. Some of them are across the street are 180 acres.
You don't have to maintain them, but you get to take in the view, right?
It's awesome. Anyways, we'd like to thank you for coming with us on our tour of the Wooden Valley Winery.
Our little adventure.
Our little adventure and our listing that we just listed, and we look forward to seeing you next time.
love the quaint appeal of small town living, farm culture, and the beautiful wineries these communities have to offer. Up next is another winery in a small town at the north end of Santa Barbara County. Let's check it out with Amy Baird.
So hi, I'm Amy Baird, and I'm up in Santa Barbara County on the north end of the county called Santa Maria, a little town called Old Orchid, and we're at Presqu'île Winery, which is a gorgeous property. We're out on 200 acres with Matt Murphy, who's the co-founder and president, and he's going to give us a little bit of information on the history and what Presqu'île means and what brought you out west.
So we're here at Presqu'île Winery. This is my family's winery and vineyard here. We have 200 acres in Santa Barbara County, Santa Maria Valley, as you mentioned, focusing on Pinot Noir and Chardonnay. And so we're here in the winery. This is the red wine floor, red wine tanks behind us, and we're just wrapping up harvest as we speak. So kind of a good time to be up here. So the piece of property that we're on has a lot of undulation, rolling hills, a lot of elevation change, and so we wanted to play off of that in the way we designed and built the winery and tasting room. And so the winery sits up top at about 1,000 feet above sea level, connected underground to the cave and the tasting room. And so it's all gravity flow, and that's an ancient way of making wine before, pumps and electricity and all these things, modern conveniences existed.
Yes.
This is the way wine was made.
It'd be great to go ahead and take a tour of the winery, and you can show us around what's happening in the vineyard since you've already got most of the wine harvested. There's a little bit of grapes still out there, and see where we are.
Sounds good.
Thanks. Still here at Presqu'île Winery, and it's the first opportunity I've ever had to actually interview my brother, Pryor Baird, who's out from Nashville, here in Santa Maria, our little hometown actually of Old Orchid, and he's going to play tonight for a sold-out crowd and promote Presqu'île, promote some nonprofits, and I just want Pryor to be able to give an opportunity to tell us what's new in his music world.
Man, there's a lot of stuff going on all the time. We've got a new record coming out, we've got a new band started, getting, traveling a lot on the road. We've got people behind us now, and got some good momentum moving forward, and just having a great time being able to come home and share with my family and share with one of my great friends, Caleb Lee, and have him come out here and just enjoy what this beautiful piece of the world has to offer. And I'm just happy to be here. That's what it's all about, keeping it all together. It takes a village to make anything happen. This is the best village I know about.
That's the truth. And it's great to have family here that we get to see you when you visit, get to see you in Nashville. Love you, bro.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's go play some music.
Let's go play some music. I'll listen. I'll drink some wine.
Hell yeah.
Last but not least, Brandy Dudenhoeffer takes us to a zoo that started as a family-owned farm, full of cute animals and a short drive from St. Louis, Missouri. Let's check out Big Joel's safari.
All right, Joel, well, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you started Big Joel Safari.
Kind of a long story, but sort of a short story too. Me and my wife started the park 7 years ago. We live here, it's a small operation, but I was an animal science graduate from the University of Missouri, and I've always wanted to be a zookeeper, and that seemed to be the best way to achieve those things until we finally figured out we'll just start our own zoo instead of working for another zoo.
So there's a little history here to the property, though. You didn't just purchase it recently 7 years ago. There's some history to it.
Yeah, well, I grew up on the property, and due to different medical issues with my mom, I did a lot of the upkeep when I was back in town for a few weeks, and eventually I kind of told them what I'd like to do, and they said, well, you can buy it from us and you can take over the farm. So
That's awesome. So what kind of animals did you grow up with here on the farm?
pretty normal. Actually, a lot of miniature horses. My uncle was in the miniature horses, and we were busy all the time, and horses are kind of pretty easy to maintain. We had a few goats, and llamas were the first any exotic hoof stock that we ever had on the property. And so we have a lot of animals that we highlight that we just really like, and we think the public, and it's kind of worked. So you can get a lot, even though you can't touch a lot of the animals here, or some of the animals, you can get pretty close and get up close, see what they look like, sometimes see what they smell like. So, you know.
I guess that's a perk, or not so.
Oh, it's not that bad.
But that was truly what your design was to make sure that the encounter that your guests have is that they can get a little closer to the animal.
Yeah, because at no point are the animals stressed. A lot of these guys were raised either from a small age, or we've come across, we like calm animals that can be easy to work with, for us to work with, and so they really don't care if the public's there sometimes, you know. They're not stressed out.
Okay. So here this says education station. What is this space here?
When we're open every hour, we have a few reptiles out here that kids can touch and feel. We have usually a tortoise, a snake, and an alligator we bring out.
Joel, can you tell us about your hours of operation?
Yes, this season we opened up in April, and we're going to November 3rd. We're open Thursday through Saturday from 9 to 5 and Sundays from 11 to 5. And you can always go to our website at www.bigjoelsafari for more information too.
We strive to bring you the best stories from across the country that embody the ideals of the American dream, and we hope that you saw something new and entertaining. We would like to thank all of our viewers and our sponsors for helping us grow the show. We couldn't do this without your support. I'm your host, Jenn Morris, and thank you so much for watching.